Tonight on News 5 Live, a Dangrega resident tragically fell to his death from a balcony on Tobacco Caye. Was Leonard Baltazar caught red-handed stealing at the resort? The Ministry of Education, that is, pledges to pay outstanding teacher allowances and increments by December 20th. The decomposed remains of a pair of cousins are found near the Hatville area. The Statistical Institute reports a drop in unemployment for the third quarter. Plus, a new marine rescue and educational center is breaking ground in Gales Point. These stories and more are coming up in just 1 minute.
This Friday, the 13th, Mikado is offering a real throat slashing on prices. Come and get a great deal this Friday the 13th. Don't miss our massive Black Friday this weekend, Friday the 13th. All our prices will be peeled to their bones. Come downtown to Mikado at number 37 Albert Street and get awesome deals on all our items this Friday the 13th.
Jason, please let me go. Let me go, please, Jason. I am going. Spare me. I must head to Mikado now for the Friday the 13th sale.
I have slashed the prices at Mikado. Now go take advantage of the low prices this weekend, Friday the 13th. Go now.
Mikado, your textile powerhouse. Centrally located at 37 Albert Street, Belize City.
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Wednesday, December 11th. I am Sabrina Daly. With Christmas just 2 weeks away, a family in Dangrega is struggling to find any festive cheer as they mourn the loss of 22-year-old Leonard Baltazar. Early Wednesday morning, Leonard was found dead near a resort on Tobacco Caye. This heartbreaking news has left his family feeling devastated and bewildered during what should be a joyful season. News 5's Brittany Gordon spoke with one of Baltazar's family members about the tragic incident.
This Christmas will be a somber one for the Baltazar family as they grieve the loss of 22-year-old Leonard Baltazar. Early this morning, around 2:30 a.m., Leonard was found dead outside a cabana at the Reefs End Lodge on Tobacco Caye. His uncle, Leo Baltazar, is still in shock, struggling to come to terms with the tragic news.
I woke up surprised, shocked, because I just saw him yesterday. Most people saw him yesterday, talking, walking, laughing around as usual, just hanging around and talking to everybody as usual. So when I woke up this morning, my sister came by to my house, called me and told me that she had some bad news to tell me about my nephew and that he passed away due to certain situations in the Keys. Well, I was surprised because I just saw him yesterday.
According to reports, 2 tourists were asleep when they were startled awake by the sound of someone rummaging through their belongings. They claimed that when they woke up, they saw Baltazar in their room. A struggle broke out between him and one of the visitors, which ended with Baltazar falling over the balcony. Police arrived at the scene around 3 a.m. after resort workers discovered Baltazar's body. His family is heartbroken, replaying the events that led to his death.
He's always laughing, talking, joking around with everyone, popping up to everyone's birthday party. Yeah, he likes to celebrate. He used to live his life in joy and celebration. Most of his time he's celebrating on the weekends, especially Fridays, Saturdays. He's always celebrating and having a good time.
Leonard, affectionately known as Uzi to many, loves spending time at the Caye, indulging in his favorite pastime, fishing.
To make money, he started fishing, diving lobster and conchs, and yeah, that's what he used to do to make a living. He was doing pretty good too.
As grief hangs over their Christmas festivities, the family leans on each other for support and prays that justice is served.
Still speechless, still can't find words. The mother is devastated. The father, he's in the US, also devastated. Yeah, the uncles and aunts, we're all devastated of the whole situation. We're just speechless and trying to process the whole thing slowly. It's gonna be quiet without him around. It's gonna be, it's gonna be rough without him around.
Brittany Gordon for News 5.
The search for missing cousins Marvin Cante and Juan Raimundo has ended in tragedy. Earlier tonight, their bodies were discovered in a shallow grave near Dollar Bank Road in the Hatville area. The men had been missing since late November when their car was found abandoned near mile 24 on the George Price Highway. Friends and family have been tirelessly searching for them, with little progress until now. This heartbreaking discovery has left their loved ones devastated. More details will emerge as police continue their investigation. Belizeans are still in shock from the series of deadly road accidents over the past few months, including a tragic incident on the George Price Highway that claimed 10 lives last weekend. On Tuesday, we spoke with Caye Northeast Area Representative Orlando Habet about the government's response plan. He shared that the government held an open dialogue with the community to gather feedback on potential improvements. Residents suggested changes like better road lighting and nationwide driver education for young people. We caught up with Habet again today, and he expanded on the changes Belizeans are eager to see.
Another suggestion was that there are no, at least in Caye, no driving schools to teach young people and have their driving lessons so that they can do the year or more with a learner's permit before they can get a license. Concerns that maybe sometimes some politicians, luckily I am not one of them, that would call the police and say, listen, a certain person had a traffic violation, can you release them or be easy with them? That has to stop. We cannot continue. And so there were different suggestions, but I think that clearly the road signs, visibility of the signs, the markings on the road, very important. But also on the other side, that young people want to have space and areas where they can go and enjoy themselves because they're young. But one of them can't be over drinking, it has to be controlled, and so the families have to also take some responsibility there. And to speak to our youth because they are so valuable to our communities, valuable to our country, so we can't continue losing them the way they are. I can recall when I was in opposition, when the road was being constructed from Belmopan to San Ignacio, and I told Prime Minister Barrow at the time I was in opposition that if we are making the road, and it is very expensive, and the reason why it was expensive was because they had to acquire land from both sides, from private property to widen the road, then why didn't we acquire a little bit more and make it 4 lanes so that you have 2 lanes going, 2 lanes coming? Because from what I hear from the traffic department, transport department, is that a high percentage of the front-on accidents occur because of overtaking. And that's because we only have 2 lanes on the road. So it is something that we'll have to start to address gradually, at least certain sections of the road that are very important where we can do that, and that there is still some space. Maybe from Belmopan to Caye to San Ignacio is difficult because you have the villages throughout all the road, but maybe from Belmopan to Belize City is one area that you can possibly do that.
On Monday, the family of two accident victims, 30-year-old Jasmine Rodriguez and her 4-year-old daughter, Giselle Rodriguez, reached out to the public for help in laying their loved ones to rest. Both tragically lost their lives in an accident on the San Ignacio Benque Road on Saturday night. Tonight, Jasmine's sister-in-law, Maritza Rodriguez, shared with News 5 that the funeral service for little Giselle and her mom will be held on Friday morning at 10 a.m. at the Sacred Heart Catholic Church in San Ignacio.
We got an immense amount of people reaching out, even the ones that couldn't help out by giving donations. They reached out with their condolences, and we thank each and every person that has helped us, even if it was just with words. Those sympathetic words mean a lot in these hard times, especially to raising family of two. We got donations. Morning Funeral Home reached out to us, gave us a great package for both mom and daughter. So we're very fortunate to have had him help us and reach out to us, And we had the mayor helping us out. We had everyone from the community reach out. Different donations that have started. We got different donations from all over. So like I said, we just greatly appreciate each and every person that has helped, that is still helping, and that just, even if it was just with the kind words that they sent, their messages that come, it means a lot to the family.
Coming up, GOB commits to paying outstanding debt to teachers.
They'll name you 100 reasons to step back. But when you achieve your goal, they will follow you. Gorilla, make some noise.
La 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 la. Ooh, la 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 la. I've been waiting for this time all year round. Time to gather with my family and friends. Oh, I can hear the Christmas bells ring, hear the choir as they sing. Oh, la 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 la, it's Christmas. Yeah, it's a Belizean Christmas. Oh, la 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 la, it's Christmas. Yeah, it's a Belizean Christmas. So tell me, do you feel it in the air? Time to spread the Christmas cheer, singing Christmas.
Hi, hello.
Bring your own papa and come over. We got ham and turkey for the neighbor. Smell the fresh new paint and new sofa. Let's spread the joy together. So tell me, do you feel it in the air? Time to spread the Christmas cheer. Singing Christmas time is here. It's my favorite time of year. La 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 la, it's Christmas. Yeah, it's a Belizean Christmas. La 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 la, it's Christmas. Yeah, it's a Belizean Christmas. Take a trip downtown to see the Christmas lights. Gather around as the children smile. Staying up all night, hear the dynamite. See the flashing lights as we all unite. Let's celebrate together. The children are filled with laughter. Spreading love and cheer with my friends and family. Oh, it's a merry, merry Christmas.
This holiday season, we're keeping you connected to what matters to you most. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
We all know about the phasing out of single-use plastics and the enactment of pollution from the plastics regulations. One of the key components in this regulation states that for an item to be considered biodegradable, it must consist of more than 50% of bio-based content. Here, you will find out how the Department of the Environment determines what items meet the criteria and what equipment is being used to guide that process.
Since 2019, the Department of the Environment has been working with CIFAS in doing microplastics. Through this project, CIFAS has donated 2 microscope Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy equipment to strengthen capacities on monitoring and enforcement to reduce marine litter and plastic pollution. The FTIR can be used to identify unknown materials. The Department of the Environment will use the equipment to determine the composition of single-use plastics and biodegradable products to enforce the environmental protection, pollution from plastics regulations.
While we have a long way to go with the implementation of the pollution from plastics regulation, having this equipment is one step closer. For more information on what's being done about biodegradables and ways you can help, visit our website at www.doe.gov.bz.
Dad, I know you love them all incandescent light, but they like give off a lot of heat, easy for broke, and use more than 5 times the energy. This here, we going LED, okay? Let it go. Okay, let it go.
Making the change to LED this holiday season can make a big difference in your energy usage. Talk to your family about energy management today. Do a little, conserve a lot. Need help? The BEL 24/7 app has tools to get you on the right track. Download today and let's talk energy management.
The Briceño administration is stepping up for teachers, promising to cover increments and outstanding allowances within the next 9 days. This commitment comes after the Belize National Teachers Union, BNTU, took a strong stance last week over unpaid allowances. You might remember BNTU President Nadia Kaliz stating that the union was gearing up for street protests in January 2025. On Monday, Chief Executive Officer Diane Mejia responded to Kaliz, acknowledging the letter sent to the Minister of Education Francis Fonseca on December 6th. CEO Mejia highlighted the significant achievements of the union's partnership, including resolving the collective bargaining agreement proposal 2022. She also admitted that the current system is outdated and bogged down by bureaucracy. Earlier today, we spoke with Kaliz.
Yesterday, the ministry responded to our written request. They stated that they will provide teachers with their increments and outstanding allowance by the 20th of December. The only gray area for the union, though, is that we don't know if the teachers who have outstanding increments from 2015, you have some from 2018, if all of those years will be covered. That's our area. But we are happy. We're happy that the teachers have gotten what they wanted.
I presume that this effectively staves off whatever action would have been planned for January 2025?
I'm not supposed to say yes or no to that question at all. The other parts to it, first the increment, and then we need to sit down and dialogue concerning the change of the system. Since the black and white did not state a date for us to meet, as a responsible union, we wrote them this morning requesting a meeting next week to discuss how we can address this antiquated system that have our teachers suffering, the compensation for those who were unfairly removed from the system due to CPD issues, which had a lot to do more with the ministry than the teacher, because the teacher met the criteria. When ministry did not furnish a license, a hard copy license, the management's, based on the rule and procedure in place, the management removed them from the payroll.
Kaliz mentioned that she needs to meet with the union's executive team to give them an update. When asked if the government's quick response was influenced by the upcoming general elections, she clarified that the BNTU's stance is purely about the issues at hand and not political.
After a meeting with government, I then meet with my council to update my council. And then we will know how we'll proceed from there. But let me reiterate this point. We are very happy that government making progress. They have addressed the issue of the outstanding increment, especially for those for 2023, 2024, and 2022, 2023. I'm quite certain those 2 years. We are only concerned about the others who have been coming to us about, waiting 2015, I haven't gotten it, 2017, and all those years. There are outstanding years beyond the frozen years.
Cynics would easily argue that this has to be rectified ahead of the general elections coming 2025. How do you respond to that?
Well, when we met with Minister Hyde on Saturday, I have to say this. He made a reference to this is the season when everybody comes up to the government because election is around the corner. For the BNTU, it has nothing to do with elections being around the corner. And it would be very nice for government to solve it before then. But if you look at the current state of affairs, I would say only somebody who cannot reason will not be able to predict in which direction elections will go. Everybody wants stability. If you look at the parties and the persons offering themselves, if you look at who is more stable, who is more organized. So I don't think what we're doing will have any impact on any election. What we're doing is ensuring that the teachers get what is right.
Fresh stats from the Statistical Institute of Belize reveal some positive trends. The economy grew, the labor force expanded in September, unemployment dropped, and poverty levels decreased in the third quarter of this year. This overall growth spans all sectors, including agriculture, which had been struggling in previous quarters. The SIB shared detailed figures today, explaining how they calculated the impressive 2.1% unemployment rate. News 5's Marian Ali attended the presentation and followed this report.
Belize's economy saw a solid 6.6% growth in the third quarter of 2024, with all sectors, including agriculture, bouncing back after previous struggles. This upbeat news comes from the latest stats by the Statistical Institute of Belize, SIB. Today, the Institute broke down the performance of various categories from July to October, comparing them to the same period in 2023. The total value of goods and services produced in the third quarter hit $1.23 billion, which is $75.6 million more than the same period last year. Interestingly, the data also shows 0% inflation compared to 2023. SIB Director General Diana Castillo explained to reporters how they arrived at these figures.
Sometimes we have a situation where in a particular municipality or even at the national level, you have some prices go up, some prices go down, and they kind of offset each other. So without looking in detail at what might be happening in that particular municipality, I can't really say, but it happens from time to time. It doesn't mean that prices were completely stable. It just means that what went up and what went down offset each other. 10 years ago, I would say inflation was much more stable, but this has to do with a lot of the external shocks and factors that we have been experiencing, not just in Belize, but globally.
The unemployment rate is now down to 2.1%. We asked Castillo to shed some light on this, especially since it seems to contradict what the average person on the street is experiencing.
We have a specific definition for who falls within the labor force and who is classified as unemployed. So to be classified as unemployed, a person obviously has to be without work, but they also have to be available to work and looking for work. Now you have persons who are outside of the labor force, so about 45% of the working age population is not at all in the labor force. And so this is where I think people are seeing that there are persons who are not working, they are not engaged in productive activity, and that is where the disconnect between the unemployment rate, which is those persons who are not working but they're looking for work, versus persons who are not engaged in productive activity but they're not looking, they're not available, etc.
On the poverty level index for September, statistician Christian Oriano said that 22.1% of the population was poor.
In September 2024, 89,874 persons among 20,562 households were considered to be multidimensionally poor. We now compare the 2023 MPI results to the 2024 MPI results. A decrease of 4.3 percentage points was observed for the incidence. This is a result of 14,070 individuals among 3,534 households coming out of being multidimensionally poor, notably due to a decrease in the share of the poor population that experienced deprivations in areas such as improved sanitation, access to internet, and dependency. When comparing the intensity between both years, it can be observed that the severity of poverty showed very little change.
Statistician Ronald Ariano shared that for the period from January to October 2024, imports stood at 9.2%, higher than in 2023.
The total domestic imports for the first 10 months of the year amounted to $2.4 billion, up 9.2% or $206 million when compared to imports for the first 10 months of 2023. Currently, imports stood at $2.4 billion, which is considerably greater than that of imports before 2020. Let's look at the top categories that contributed to this overall increase in merchandise imports. It can be observed that machinery and transport equipment recorded a significant rise for the period, from $494.4 million to $614.5 million, a 24.3% or $120.1 million increase when compared to 2023.
Oriano said exports were up a notch.
The total for the first 10 months of 2024 amounted to $363.5 million, representing a modest growth of 0.6% or $2 million compared to the same period in 2023. Bananas experienced the largest increase, climbing from $50.9 million to $71.3 million. Other exports, including cattle and alcoholic beverages, went up by 9.2 million for the first 10 months of the year. Similarly, due to favorable prices for orange concentrate, the citrus products increased from 18.6 million to 26.9 million. These gains were tempered by declines in two major categories. Sugar fell by 18.5 million, from 147 million to 128.4 million, on account to the timing of shipments. Exports of animal feed dropped sharply, decreasing from 31.3 million to 11.5 million.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
After the break, business community has mixed feelings about GST waiver. But first, here's the latest weather update from the Belize Met Service.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added on for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls, plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix add-on for only $28.13 more. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
3, 4.
Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I say you don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun, 3 little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet song, a melody's pure true. This is my message to you. Say don't worry about a thing, don't you worry, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
La formación del Centro Neurológico del Hospital Galenia es que esas enfermedades que son altamente complejas y que muchos de nuestros pacientes tenían que emigrar hacia otra parte de la República u otra parte de México, ahora puedan ser atendidos aquí.
La atención quirúrgica en el centro neurológico se forma dentro de un grupo multidisciplinario que incluye tanto neurólogos, médicos internistas, ortopedistas, neurocirujanos, pediatras. Y este esfuerzo que se ha realizado para conjuntar todos los especialistas es para siempre brindar al paciente un abordaje multidisciplinario y transversal.
Evidentemente, mientras más rápido podamos llegar al diagnóstico de los pacientes, más rápido podemos tratarlos, resolverlos y por ende mejor resultado vamos a tener al final. Entonces creo que la prioridad y el fundamento principal de un proyecto como este es justamente eso, que no se pierda tiempo de forma innecesaria para poder al final del día llegar al mejor de los resultados con un tratamiento completo, integral y oportuno.
Y las visiones desde diferentes perspectivas nos permiten tener pues el mejor tratamiento y la mejor opción para el paciente.
Tenemos la capacidad técnica, operativa, profesional y la infraestructura de poder establecer una atención neurológica de alta calidad.
I recently done a Red Gal video. I get more views than Harriet. And you know one person had the nerve to post that I not even a Red Gal? I mean, like, what that mean anyway?
Well, here what about me? Every time I go buy meat pie, and I go, so, nothing in there. Nothing.
So this is my issue. I over 18. I don't want no one artist. And you could believe my man still expect me for wash dishes? I'm not got time for that. I don't never for dishes. Yes.
And you, sir?
Well, I don't really got them kind of problems, you know. Ever since I switched to DJ and signed up for my unlimited postpaid plan, life stress-free. Nothing bother me or my connection no more.
Belize, get ready. In your kitchen, Belize Edition is bringing you simple, healthy, delicious meals made just for you. Join Chef Ainsley and our team of nutritionists as they show you how to turn local favorites into nutritious, tasty dishes. Plus, discover the amazing health benefits of everyday foods right from your kitchen. Join us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 5 for healthier cooking that's easy and fun. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, with support from Taiwan ICDF, making healthy cooking a Belizean tradition.
Are you a forward-thinking farmer ready to adopt climate-smart practices? The future of farming is resilient, sustainable, and profitable, and we're here to help you achieve just that. Whether cultivating half an acre or 200 acres, DFC offers affordable financing options and a matching grant up to $12,000 for Window 1 and up to $60,000 for Window 2 to help make your farm climate smart, withstand unpredictable weather patterns, and adapt practices that enhance productivity and efficiency. This program is ideal for farmers and cooperatives. Women farmers are highly encouraged to take advantage. Join us in creating a resilient and sustainable agricultural future for Belize. Apply now and take the next step towards a stronger, greener tomorrow.
While the SIB reports that the poverty rate is just over 22%, they also run a monthly survey called the Consumer Confidence Index. This survey gauges people's feelings about their economic situation. According to the acting manager of the Economic Statistics Department, it's a quick Q&A session with closed-ended questions, so participants don't get a chance to elaborate on their answers.
It's just 10 questions, and we're asking them how they feel about their household financial situation, general economic conditions, and then also about savings, whether they think prices will increase, if they think unemployment will increase, etc. So it's fairly short. What we use to compile the index is just 7 out of those 10 questions. And of the 7 questions, we separate them into the present index, expectations, and then durable goods. The present deals with your present financial situation, present economic situation, etc. Expectations is what you think will happen in the future, 12 months from now, with regards to the same thing, your financial situation and general economic conditions. And then the durable goods question is about whether consumers think now is the right time to make major purchases of durable goods. So we're asking about if now is the right time to buy, build or renovate a home, purchase a car, furniture, those type of items that require a lot of intent and thought before making that big purchase. Again, when it comes to expectations, it's very specific. It's about your expectation regarding your financial situation, if you think it will get better, if you think it will get worse, if you think it will stay the same. So that's what we focus on when it comes to expectations. Similarly, for general economic conditions, that's what is asked in the expectations question.
Today, the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, BCCI, held a session with its members to address any concerns about the government's general sales tax, GST waiver, on Christmas shopping for the next 2 weeks. The waiver doesn't cover the service industry, consignment goods, wholesale items, hire purchases, new motor vehicles, cigarettes, liquor, fuel, liquid petroleum gas, guns, mobile phones, and similar items. However, the Chamber members were more focused on the technical aspects of how the current system will handle the waiver. This evening, BCCI Vice President Jody Williams told News 5 that, while the business community generally welcomes the government's incentive, there are still some reservations. News 5's Marian Ali reports.
Jody Williams, Vice President of the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, shared that the business community has had mixed reactions to the government's recent GST waiver announcement.
There's been a 50-50 reaction. There's a lot of questions. I know this is the first GST waiver for weekend sales for the first time in Belize. So as we know, for every new thing happening, there's a lot of questions that need to be answered, a lot of clarifications and so on. But all in all, the Belize Chamber of Commerce does support this initiative by the government. It will definitely bring financial relief for persons doing their Christmas shopping, especially when it comes to goods that come with GST, right? For GST goods, especially when it comes to electronics, certain food items, hams, and anything integral that persons need. And definitely, we think this is a good thing. And I think the main objective as well, as we have definitely pointed out, that, we want to boost economic activity in the Christmas for businesses in Belize for sure. And at the same time, keep Belizean dollars here locally in Belize.
For half of the business community that has reservations, Williams thinks it might be because this GST waiver is a new concept for merchants. Some have even mentioned that they won't be open for business during this period.
I think it's because it's a new thing and they may have more questions than anything else. But you know, we at the chamber we are bringing our team together to work along as well with the Belize Tax Service Department to provide answers, to give more information, and to educate the businesses and consumers of Belize that may have these questions. And yes, definitely, there has been talk and rumors actually that some businesses will be closing on those specific days. But we are saying, you know, why? Because definitely they will miss out on sales on these days. And I mean, it's a good initiative. It boosts consumer spending as well. We had a Black Friday just a couple weeks ago, and now this is like a Black Friday, but it's actually the entire weekend. So if they made those Black Friday sales possible, so why are they being reserved for this first time GST waiver weekends for Christmas shopping, you know?
Williams mentioned that for the many businesses that have welcomed the waiver, the BCCI has encouraged them to ensure the busy shopping season goes as smoothly as possible for everyone.
There will be more activity, there will be more shoppers, so I would suggest to all businesses, you know, we're doing our part at Chamber to provide as much info, you know, to be ready to have those extra persons ready to serve, not to have much backlines. And especially when it comes to system, you know, your POS system and your cash registry and everything, to be fit and ready for those days, because definitely it will be very crowded, and you know, persons want to take advantage of this. So as businesses, you know, we must be ready for those weekends.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.
Just the other day, we mentioned that Belize is almost back to its pre-COVID tourist numbers. But according to the Belize Tourism Board, there's a snag. Belize City still doesn't have a docking station, which is holding things back. The Ministry of Tourism has promised that these crucial ports are on their way to the old capital. The big question is, when? Today we caught up with the Minister of Tourism, Anthony Muller. Here's what he had to say.
Is there any updates on possibly implementing the cruise port in Belize City? Because speaking to BTB cruise director, that's the main part that's holding us back from surpassing pre-COVID numbers in terms of tourism.
Yeah, well, the ships are getting bigger, so tendering is more difficult. And we've said this over and over. But we have a plan, and we're working on that right now. We'll have more information in January. We're working on a master plan. And so we'll have more information in January.
Any insight that you can give us into those plans, like something that we can expect?
Well, I can tell you that it has the support and the commitment from all the major cruise lines right now.
Tonight, things didn't go well for two Belizean men in their kidnapping and wounding case. They tried to strike a deal with the Crown, hoping to plead guilty to wounding instead of kidnapping a 15-year-old back in 2021. But after asking for a sentencing indication, they found out the Crown wasn't having it. So the case is heading to trial, and they'll have to take their chances in the High Court. The men in question are 33-year-old Oliver Sutherland and 24-year-old Elvin Smith, a fisherman from East Collet Canal. They were initially charged in 2021 with wounding, kidnapping, and harming a minor. Allegedly on March 12, 2021, they kidnapped the 15-year-old and injured him. This morning, their case was called up in the High Court before Justice Derek Sylvester. The duo, represented by attorney Leroy Banner, entered plea discussions with Crown Counsel Glenford Dennison. However, after some back and forth, they couldn't agree. The men wanted to plead guilty to wounding, hoping for time served and a chance to go home. But the Crown insisted on a kidnapping plea. With no agreement in sight, Justice Sylvester set the trial date for January 20th, 2025. The attorney then requested bail. Smith got lucky and was granted bail, but Sutherland wasn't as fortunate. Smith, who had been unable to post his $25,000 bail since 2021, was granted bail at $10,000 with conditions. He must report to the Queen Street Police Station every Friday and attend all court dates. Sutherland, on the other hand, had his bail revoked earlier for violating its terms and remains in prison. The judge explained that Sutherland could file a written application for bail consideration. If convicted of kidnapping, the men will face between 10 years to life, with time served potentially reducing their sentence to around 6 years. Sutherland has been on remand for over a year, while Smith has been incarcerated for nearly 4 years. Tonight, interdicted police officer Jairo Daniel Amador, who was convicted of extortion on October 31st, is home with his family after being granted bail pending sentencing. His sentencing was delayed today before Justice Derek Sylvester. The mitigation plea was scheduled for this morning at 9 a.m., but Amador's attorney, Norman Rodriguez, explained to the court that he had trouble contacting character witnesses. Given that the Crown's submission for sentencing suggested a fine, Justice Sylvester asked if they objected to granting bail to Amador, considering the delay wasn't his fault. With no objections, Justice Sylvester set bail at $5,000 with one surety. Amador's case is now adjourned for mitigation plea and sentencing on January 24, 2025. On October 31st, Amador, a former member of the Belize Police Department, was found guilty of extortion by a 9-member jury. He was accused of shaking down a Canadian tourist at a checkpoint in Hatville, claiming she had no insurance for her rental vehicle and would be jailed on Monday unless she paid a donation. Frightened, the tourist handed over $100, which Amador took before letting her and her husband go. Police were informed shortly after, leading to the discovery of the money in Amador's holster and his subsequent charge of extortion. The jury deliberated for less than 4 hours before finding him guilty. Amador, who had been out on bail, saw it revoked by Justice Sylvester and had been on remand pending sentencing. Up next, Belize breaks ground on Marine Rescue and Educational Center.
Take control with My Social Security, your secure online account to manage all your Social Security information. To create a My Social Security account, you must be 14 years or older and have a valid email address. Visit the My Social Security self-service portal at ssbportal.org.bz. Click on Create Account. Enter your date of birth and phone number. Next, verify your email address to continue. To verify, simply enter your email address and click the Send Verification button. Enter the verification code sent to your email inbox to proceed. Next, create a password that meets the requirements. Enter the name and select a reason for your account. Then click Create. Your My Social Security account was successfully created. Your information security is our priority. If you have a Social Security number, click Link My SSN to link your Social Security number to your account and activate using the steps in your confirmation email. If you do not have a Social Security number, click Register with SSB. You are now ready to truly experience Social Security at your fingertips.
Wow, this is the TV I want, babe.
Babe, the prices are got me the trip, man. Even with the discount, it's still affordable. But we no budget for that right now. We still have to buy groceries for the house.
Man, I just wish somebody could have lowered price to me for this. Just a little bit.
What lower for? The tax genie there.
Tax genie?
Who you? I have to make on life 12.5% easier. You not believe me? Watch this. Look. This is the new price on the TV now.
You really mean business, Tax Genie?
I had to remove GST tax on TVs, furniture this weekend, December 14th and 15th, as well as next weekend, December 21st and 22nd.
Let me go again with the wishes now.
Babe, I got the rum to the rum cocoa and for the cake, right? So I get boss up.
Let's take care of ourselves. You still have to pay GST for liquor. Please, sir, put that back for me, please.
Look at that Tax Genie, you!
I I remove the tax for certain items, and all of a sudden, one free thing. Can't please profit.
Who you take out profit? Me never ask you for buying nothing for we, or we never tell you to take out nothing. You can buy what you want, you can buy money, and you can be good husband to pay for what I want.
You know what, sir? Please get away before I turn into a parrot.
I want to talk more.
Let's go, babe. What you have to call it? Everybody name.
Wait. Who you think might be after that?
So I have to eat too? What do you mean?
Down
You know where you were, fat. The husband there.
Thank you.
Wow, no tax to you. No, I finally buy the hoverboard and the bike for my son and my daughter. Thanks, tax genie. We enjoy Christmas.
Thank you. I'm gonna come, David's gonna come. I get me curtain, I get me new sofa, I get me lamp, I get me fan, I get me paint. Man, thanks to that GST. I get me baby. Then if I even get me baby hoverboard, why? Thanks to GST. Man, the house will look like Christmas this year.
So there you have it, folks. You heard correctly. No GST tax on any grocery items at your local grocery store except on liquor, guns, ammunition, vehicles, and gas. So come on out December 14th, 15th, the 21st, and the 22nd. Come shop till you drop. What you doing for? The tax genie there. The tax genie there. Need to get this fixed. The Belize Tax Service. Together, we build our country. Your contribution, our development.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Are you looking for a career where success has vast potential? As an agent with RFNG Life Insurance, you'll be a part of a dynamic team that values ambition and hard work. Our agents enjoy numerous benefits, including flexible working hours, high earning potential, and thorough training programs. Why is becoming an agent important? Because you get to shape your future. You will help clients achieve their dreams, and in doing so, you'll achieve yours. Starting on your first day, you'll receive thorough training and continuous professional development. Our cutting-edge tools and resources will equip you to excel in the field. Achieving your goals as an agent is simple with our well-defined roadmap to success. We provide mentorship, performance incentive, and a vibrant community to help you stay motivated and on track. Our support network is second to none. You'll have access to experienced mentors, a collaborative team environment, and recognition programs that help you celebrate your milestones and achievements. Contact us today and become a part of something extraordinary. RFNG Life Insurance, your future, our commitment.
Christmas time, a Channel 5 bringing joy to Belize. From the news desk to the great outdoors, we've been working to give you more. From morning shows to breaking news, serving the truth is what we choose. Oh, Channel 5, I'm on your side. Through every storm, we're your guide. With laugh, debates, and moments true, we share Belizean life with you. So raise your voice, it's Christmas cheer. and tech upgrades. Oh, Channel 5, we're here to stay.
A new chapter in conservation is unfolding in Belize. This morning, the Clearwater Marine Aquarium kicked off the construction of a cutting-edge facility focused on rescuing and rehabilitating endangered marine life, including the beloved Antillean manatee. The Belize Marine Rescue and Educational Center is being built at Southern Lagoon, Gales Point, an area renowned for its vibrant manatee population. News 5's Brittany Gordon was on the scene for this exciting unveiling.
Belize boasts the largest population of Antillean manatees in the world and the most manatees in Central America. These gentle giants thrive in Belize's rivers, which offer abundant vegetation and protection. However, they face daily threats from climate change and human activities. For over 20 years, the Clearwater Marine Aquarium has been dedicated to rescuing and releasing manatees in Belize. Today, they broke ground on a new Marine Rescue and Education Center in Gales Point Village. Program Coordinator Jamal Galvez shared how this new facility will benefit both Belizeans and the wildlife they cherish.
This area at Gales Point has lacked livelihoods, economic activity for many, many years due to the road was inaccessible, but now the pavement of the road, from construction phase, villagers will have jobs. Some of these villagers haven't had a salary or paycheck for years. So from construction phase to the concept and to the development and the final stage when this center is actually completed, it will be 100% Belizean employed. So students from far as south to north, you bring your credentials and we're open to accommodate you, to share that knowledge and to provide that employment. This center will be open for visitors locally and internationally. So we're hoping that it will support livelihood, it will help to be a part of ensuring that Belize marine ecosystems thrive.
The center will welcome the public, offering a first-hand look at the efforts to preserve Belize's precious marine wildlife. Minister of Sustainable Development and Climate Change, Orlando Habet, explained that the ministry will collaborate with the Clearwater Marine Aquarium to support the project's growth.
It is important because of the conservation of the manatee during the studies. Very importantly is not only the part of the handling and managing the manatees, especially when they get hurt and bringing them for rescue, but also the research component, which is absolutely essential, and the educational component where you can bring in students from the different schools and universities, not only in Belize but regionally and internationally, to come and do some research and to do that part of the education process. For the Ministry of Sustainable Development and Climate Change, I think what we have going with them is that we recently signed a co-management agreement with the team, and so we are now looking to await for their proposals.
The Belize Tourism Board and the Ministry of Tourism are also teaming up on this project, as the new institute is expected to become a popular attraction for visitors.
This will give them another attraction to come and visit. I've spoken to some of the cruise lines already. They are willing to support, and the overnight sector, I'm sure they're going to come here. There are similar facilities across the Caribbean, especially in Cayman and other parts, whereby they have a rehabilitation center for turtles. We are doing manatees and all marine creatures.
The project is slated to take a year to complete and is estimated to cost up to $6 million. Brittany Gordon for News 5.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com, on our Facebook and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, good night.